obviously part of the Big Ten before, but now with the 4 new teams, is the travel a lot different now?
Yeah, for sure. The flights are definitely longer. But you know, the trips are fun, hanging out with the guys and everything. So it's been cool.
You like playing, pretty much any day of the week?
Yes. Yeah.
I was used to, I know you weren't in the Pac-12, but it was Thursday, Saturday, but you don't mind kind of floating around doing different days?
Yeah, I just love playing basketball, so,
Okay.
Any day.
One of the things you do the best that doesn't get enough credit, I think, is offensive rebound. Rebound on both ends, but particularly offense and traffic. How do you develop the ability to do that?
One thing Coach Cronin always says is, like, if you want to do something, you got to actually want to do it. And so, he also taught us this analytic, like, where the ball bounces most of the time. And so I just try to keep that in mind, and I try to find those spots from wherever the ball is shot from. But
so you're kind of doing a calculation when the ball's in the air almost?
A little bit, yes,
wow.
sir.
I talked to your high school coach earlier this year, and he said you're one of the biggest film room junkies. Have you been able to do that here at UCLA? Get a lot of individual film room time too?
Oh yeah, for sure. Coach Nate and Coach BT, they watch film with me. Like almost after every game, before game started, we was watching all types of practice film, and then I'll be watching like Chris Paul, Steve Nash, and players like that on Synergy.
Why do you think film is so important to your game?
It just really opens up new perspectives. Like you can go back and you can see what mistakes you made or what you could have done better, and then just apply it to next game.
You guys have won 9 out of 11, but do you feel like maybe there's even another level you guys can go to?
Oh yeah, for sure. Honestly, we should be 11-11. I think we let a few games get away, but I think we're definitely making some serious strides come tournament time.
What are the areas you guys need to improve on between now and tournament?
I think rebounding consistently is probably the biggest one. That's been the one that's killed us the most. And then just communication on defense. I think if we lock in on those two things, it's going to be a really hard team to beat.
Well, looking ahead to this Purdue team, obviously they've lost 4 in a row. How much more dangerous does that make a team like this, knowing what they were, just about a week ago?
Nah, it definitely makes them more dangerous because we were in that situation beginning of January, and then we ran off. I believe it was 7 in a row. So we can't look at it like, oh, they're losing, they might be down, they might be having some troubles or whatever. We got to take it as they're even more motivated to win now. So, yeah.
You guys got over the hump with that Indiana win, road win in conference, outside the time zone, all that stuff. What were the biggest takeaways from that game that you guys plan to take into this road trip?
Really just, like Coach was saying, survive in advance. Like, all you got to do is come out with the win. So it's not about winning by double digits, not about winning by whatever. Like, as long as you come out with the win, that's all. And when you got an away crowd cheering against you, that's when you really got to stay focused, stay locked in on defense, and do all the little things to get the win.
Then you talked about film. We usually think about opponent film, but how much have you gained from practice film? Like, can you think of something that you've picked up on about yourself over the course of the year?
Yeah, I think that's been the biggest reason why my turnovers have went down. Just watching the mistakes that I used to make, and then just not doing that again and being more careful.
Has Coach talked to you about how, grinding out wins like you guys did against Ohio State, how can that help you, for the NCAA tournament and the Big Ten tournament?
Yeah, I mean, that's what all tournament play is about, is just grinding out wins. It's rarely going to come down to the X and the O's. It's really going to come down to who's the grittiest team, who wants it more, who's going to box out and do all the little things more.
And when you have a week like this past one where you're in close games against 2 lower teams, what does that teach you at the Big Ten?
I mean, sure. They may be lower teams record-wise, but those are 2 still really good teams. Ohio State I think they beat Purdue as well.
Kentucky.
Yeah, they beat Kentucky. Minnesota beat Michigan. They beat Oregon. So the Big Ten is full of good teams. So records aren't always what they show in the Big Ten for sure.
You've been playing with Eric Daly Jr. for a long time now, right?
Mm-hmm.
When did you guys first start playing together, and did you guys ever think that you guys would both end up at UCLA together?
Yeah, this is actually the first time we played together in a organized basketball setting. We played together at Team USA camp. That was our first time, and then besides that, it was just whenever I was in Florida, we'd be hooping together and stuff.
How do you think your connection with with him and like the rest of the team impacts your guys' performance on the court?
Nah, I think me and Ide, I think me and him have like the most assists like for each other in transition. He's always finding me for 3-pointers. I'm always trying to find him in transition. So just having that connection definitely helps.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you, Scott.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Thanks, Scott.